Hello everybody, welcome back to No One Lives Forever. Let's kick some butt in the Alpines, in the castle, or the chateau, excuse me. Pardonnez-moi. We've just turned on the switch, which means we will now, if I'm not mistaken, be able to ride the elevator. And it wasn't there, of course. Everything looks the same to me. I'm getting old. Maybe too old for computer games, I don't know. This must be it. I really hope so. Oh, thank goodness. I'll take the AK just in case. Yeah. That didn't sound very reassuring. Okay, here we go. What's down here? I'd like to know what's down here. Nothing? Oh, something, that's for sure.
Alright, lock her up.
Maybe we should throw her off a cliff.
Did I ask for your opinion?
No, but I was just thinking.
Oh, you were you?
Yes, I think keeping her alive is a bad idea.
I don't like you.
That's so.
You know how in spy shows the hero always gets away? Well, that just sets a considerable precedent, don't you think? Sure, it's just television shows, but it still makes me nervous.
Take a look at her.
Excuse me?
I said look at her. You want to murder her?
I don't want to, it just seems prudent.
He's actually quite smart.
Prudent, eh?
If you don't mind my saying so, you seem rather moralistic for a man who earns his living as a criminal. We've already killed thousands of people.
Oh, I think he likes me,
What's
though.
one more?
It wasn't me that killed them.
You work for the organization that did. Doesn't that implicate you as well?
They didn't ask me what I thought about it.
Perhaps not, but you knew there was a possibility that such things could happen.
Okay.
Okay, maybe you're right. But that doesn't mean I want this girl's blood on my hands. Truth be told, I'd sooner kill you than her.
Then I'll stop trying to convince you to throw her off the cliff.
Thank you. Good idea.
That's prudent of you.
I must confess, I haven't been able to sleep since that explosion in England.
Why is
Me
that?
neither, lad.
Can I ask you a question? What would you do if I began walking towards a gondola dock with the intention of leaving this
Bad
organization?
idea. Bad
I might
idea.
give you a piece of advice.
What would that be?
Don't get yourself killed.
The thought had occurred to me.
Oh, what happens next? God knows. I'm scared, though. This probably is not going to be good.
I don't want any interruptions.
Yes, ma'am.
Wake up, princess. So, this is the indomitable Kate Archer. Super
That's me.
spy. I hope Armstrong wasn't too rough with you, dear. I'm not sure whether it's his Scottish blood or his peasant heritage, but he's rather lacking in social
True.
polish. Oh, but you're Scottish too, aren't you? Ah, how insensitive of me.
Baroness Dumont. You're not what I expected.
Is that so? Sorry if I'm a disappointment.
Yes, you
Not
are,
at all.
actually.
Quite the opposite, in fact. Meeting your husband didn't lead me to expect much of the woman who'd choose to marry him.
Oh, zing.
Oh, yes, my husband. He's a child in the body of a man. A rather large man.
True, true.
All I have to do is play mommy every once in
No
a while, and I
comment.
get to spend his money any
No
way
comment.
I please. And he has plenty of money to spend. But enough about my vocation. Let's talk about yours.
Oh, shall we?
Your vocation? But I thought you were working for harm.
Harm works for me, darling.
I'm impressed. Not bad for a little orphan girl who went from princess to pauper. It takes a great deal of conviction to overcome adversity the way you have, or a great deal of hatred.
Okay, let's kill
A
some
little of
people.
both, actually. I wouldn't have expected such insight from someone like you.
Well,
Like
perhaps
me.
you don't know as much about me as you think.
I know enough. A girl spy in a man's
Yes,
world?
that's me.
That takes gall, surely. That you've been such a damnable nuisance speaks highly of your talents. But the fact that you're my prisoner suggests that you overestimate yourself. Just a bit. Little girl who thinks she can take on the world.
Is that so different from a little girl that thinks she can take over the world?
Oh, snap!
Well, we're both ambitious.
Too bad your ambition is so petty.
Is that what you think?
You might have done great things. Instead, look what you've settled for. Exacting revenge on people who remind you of those snobs that ostracized you and your mom after that nasty business with your father.
You call it revenge? I call it house cleaning.
House cleaning?
That's right. Every one of these smug blue bloods I scrub out makes the world a little cleaner. As far as I'm concerned, they're lint.
Excuse me, Baroness.
I said no interruptions! Somebody shoot this man!
Yes, ma'am.
Where were we? Ah, yes. You were
That must be
moralizing.
bad for workplace morale.
Next, I suppose you'll tell me that I can't possibly succeed.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Well, you certainly have spirit. Unfortunately, you won't have anything to do with it. Not unless you can rise from the grave, that is. Are you afraid to die?
I haven't given it much thought.
Thanks to the incompetence of the insufferable Inga Wagner, you still have some time for reflection. My instructions were to give you a 10-hour fuse, but that bloated moron gave you 10 days, which leaves you roughly 45 minutes to live.
Excuse me, did I miss
I've
something
been
here?
infected. At the club. That dart that hit my neck.
Yes, and if it weren't for Fräulein Wagner's mind-numbing ineptitude, you'd already be dead.
Well, that wasn't that hard
You
to kill
get what
her.
you pay for.
Isn't that the truth? You have no idea how hard it is to find qualified criminals these days. Nothing but misfits, mutants.
I hope you don't expect sympathy.
Not from a judgmental
Well,
goody
you know.
two-shoes like you. To you, I'm just a villain. Those pretty eyes of yours see only black and white. Well, sister, the world is a crueler mistress than I. Believe me, I would have gladly kept my dollhouses and
have?
fairy tales rather than suffering through what I did.
I want to
But
kill
I
somebody,
didn't
come
have
on.
a choice in the matter.
You had a choice. You were just too weak to make the right one.
You don't know anything about me, girl. You don't know what I went through.
Are we
Those
supposed to feel
genteel
sorry for her
bastards
now, or-
disowned my mother and me before the headlines even hit the papers. Now I'm going to show my gratitude by raining fire and destruction down upon their pedigree heads.
Poor Felicity. The world spat
Okay,
upon her,
let's,
so now she's going to show them all.
I've kind
Is
of had
that
enough
it?
here.
I didn't give you permission to use my Christian name.
We've more in common than I like to admit. The difference is that I stopped taking my misfortunes personally. Everybody suffers, Baroness, but only cowards take it out on other people.
Well, aren't you a righteous little bitch?
Hey, this is
Maybe
a
it'll
family
get you into
video. Come
heaven.
on.
I suppose you'll find out soon enough. Get Armstrong up here. I want someone competent guarding this door.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
Is that so? Well, after you fetch him, how would you like to take yourself outside and have yourself shot?
Have yourself shot.
That'll give you something to complain about.
Looks like you got yourself in a heap of trouble this time, eh, lass?
How about a fight?
What are you yapping about?
A fight.
should be
You
interesting.
and me. Mano a mano.
You're challenging me to a fight?
If I win, you let me go.
And if I win?
I'm already at your mercy. Are you a sportsman or a bully?
As entertaining as it sounds, I'm not about to stake my reputation as a master criminal on a dare from a wee little girl.
Coward.
Are you
Oh.
trying to provoke me?
You're
Yeah.
an ugly
I am.
bastard.
Right on both counts, girlie.
I always figured you for a sissy.
Let's go. Let's fight.
Dare you to say that?
Oh! I think I will.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should trade your kilt for a skirt.
Maybe you should shut your damn cake hole before I put my fist in it.
Yeah, come on. Bring it on. Bring it on.
You hit like a girl anyway.
Come on.
If you're not careful, I'll fold you across my knee and thrash you till you shriek.
Oh. How much time do we have left here? Ooh, a couple minutes.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you don't like girls.
Come on. That's gotta hurt.
Say that again and I'll wash your mouth out with soap.
Have you
Let's
always
go.
been a coward, or is it a recent development?
That's gotta make him mad.
Don't provoke me, missy. That's it! You
There we
pushed me
go.
Too far, Gunley!
Ouch. I don't have a lot of time here. I think, actually, we can get here. Actually, I need to save it because we're almost out of time. I will be right back, I promise, and we will kick his butt. Just a minute. Hang in there. Bye-bye.